Hello everyone and welcome to Progress in Chess channel. But before we start, please don't forget to subscribe for this channel so you never miss the new videos that are released on this channel. And now let's begin. So today in the morning when I did my daily puzzles, I found very interesting one and I really wanted to share with you this puzzle. So you can see it on your screen. It's black to move and black to win, of course. So normally when I start solving puzzles, I do the following. Actually, the very first thing what I do is counting pieces. And by doing so, it helps me to understand what I'm supposed to do in this puzzle. For example, if I count pieces and I see that in terms of number of pieces on the board, the situation is similar for black and white, then yeah, most likely it's mate in a couple of moves or winning a piece. On the contrary, if for example, if you play for black and you have only one bishop, one knight and 3 pawns, while white has rook, queen and 4 pawns, then most likely the only thing that black can do is to make a draw, either by repetition or by stalemate or something like this. So, but I think now it's enough with talking. Let's take a look at this puzzle. So, as I said, let's start with counting pieces. So, we see that white has 7 pawns and black has 7 pawns. That's the same. There are 2 rooks for white, 2 rooks for black. Yes, oops, sorry. There are 3 light pieces for black, 3 light pieces for white, and 1 queen on each side. So that means that it's either mate in several moves or winning a piece. Let's check what are the possibilities of mating white king. So we can see that king is here, and actually king is protected by both pawns, and there are many figures, pieces that are nearby and can quickly get to king's side and protect him. So that doesn't seem really realistic in this puzzle. And we can see that for black, there are not that many pieces that attack or can attack or participate in attacking white king. It's only pawn on h4 that can create some difficulties at some point. And there is a rook on h8 that controls h-file and if needed can control g-file as well, but that doesn't seem enough to mate white king in this situation. So most likely it's not winning, not mate in several moves. Then it should be winning a piece. But let's check, or let's look for some weaknesses that white may have. Let's check pawns first. Normally puzzles do not require you to win a pawn because this is too little, but actually in a real game sometimes winning a pawn can be a game changer. So let's check that first. So these 2 pawns, they doesn't seem weak. No one really attacks them, and they can be protected by many pieces actually. This pawn is also protected. Pawn on f5 I mean, and then this pawn is protected and pawn on a2 is protected. So the only pawn that is not protected is pawn on b2, so this is potential weakness, and pawn on e4 is potential weakness as it is only defended by knight on c3, and if this knight is forced to move, then this pawn becomes a weakness. But at the moment I call them potential weaknesses because no one really attacks them. But yeah, it doesn't seem that puzzle expects us to win these pawns. Let's take a look at some pieces. So rooks are defended, they defend each other and are not attacked. Then white bishop is defended by both knights and queen. And then queen feels comfortable as well, and knight on c3 feels defended. Yes, all good. And there are many squares where knight can jump in case of b4 in the right moment. But what about this knight on d4? That seems like an attractive piece for black. Let's see. And actually, this is the only white piece that is attacked at the moment by black, by knight on c4. So let's think a little bit about this knight. So let's assume the very obvious option is, what if knight takes on d4 right away? Then most likely white needs to take it back. Is there something that black can do to win any material, preferably this queen? Well, not really. The only way to attack this queen is to move queen to b6, but then it's just queen takes on b6. Nothing really. e5. Well, either white queen goes away or it's pawn f takes e6. Not winning too much. Bishop h6 or something doesn't really help. So that doesn't seem like a winning combination. And then let's take a look what other black pieces can really participate in an attack, in winning this piece or in attacking this piece. So we can notice that this white knight is weak because, first of all, it is attacked and at the moment, and the only white piece that protects this knight is white queen on d2. So if black ever manages to force this queen to move from d file somewhere to e1 or c1, for example, then this white will not be defended anymore and we can easily grab it. So let's see, what are the black pieces that can force white queen to move? And actually there is only one piece. It's black bishop on f8. And let's see. And the only move that black can do to attack white queen is bishop to h6. So that seems like a good move, attacking queen. And now, as I said, if queen moves to e1, then of course we simply grab this knight. Yes, so there is no other way how to protect queen, like rook to f4, then bishop just takes on f4, and that's losing material for white. Doesn't seem good for them. What about if black takes knight on c6 right away? But then it's pretty easy. Then we give check on b6, still attacking this knight, and black queen is not attacked anymore. And then after, let's say, I don't know, if king moves to h1, we simply grab queen, and this is winning. So knight take knight is not really a good option. So that means that white queen should move. And let's consider queen d1 first. So queen moves to d1. What next? Now we have one attack on knight, and there is one defense for the white knight. That means that we need to attack this knight again. How can we do this? Well, actually there is only one piece that can do this, and this is queen, black queen. And the only square from where black queen will attack this knight is queen b6. So we do this move. And now we see we have actually two attacks on this knight on d4. There is only one protection. And in addition, queen to b6 pins the knight because white king stands on the same diagonal. So now this knight on d4 cannot even move. And that means that white should find, sorry for my mouse, that white should move, should find any other piece that would defend this knight. However, we can see that there is no option to jump with another knight on e2 or to jump somewhere on b5, because on e2 stands white bishop, on b5 this cell is defended, then pawn a takes b5 and nothing really changed. So actually in this situation there is no way to protect this knight. Well, maybe the only one we should consider is knight jumps to d5. But actually in this case I believe it's just queen takes on d4, then queen takes on d4, then knight takes on d4, and then of course for black it's very tempting to give this check here. And if they give check here, then probably there are different options for black, but yeah, I think I would play king d8 first, and then if white takes rook on a8, yeah, then black takes on e2 check, and actually we can see that after king f2, black needs to move knight somewhere back, and then situation is actually much better for black. If we look from this situation, we have two light pieces for one rook, and both pieces are quite active. White knight will have difficult time to escape from this square, because there are many pawns that protect many squares where knight can jump. So it will be a difficult time for white to activate this knight again, while black pieces are feeling okay and overall black situation is better. But it was a potential solution for white in this situation. Not solution, but potential option. So we found out if white move queen to d1, then it's losing a piece, or at least in the end of the, if white decide to move knight to d5, then it's just losing material, or just having less active pieces. So that doesn't seem like a good option either. But then let's consider the only remaining option, queen to d3. And actually in this case black still moves queen to b6, because we need to make some pressure on d4. However, now white can defend this knight again with another piece. So now there are two pieces that defend this knight, there are two pieces that attack this knight, so black cannot really take this knight. In normal situation there are two pieces defend, two pieces attack, well, meaning that the piece is well defended. However, in this situation black can win this piece anyway, using all these pieces that we just discussed, and in addition using this pin. So I recommend you to put this puzzle on pause for a couple of seconds, or for as long as you need, and get back to it when you find solution yourself. So put on pause. Okay, let's proceed. And then in this situation black simply take knight on d4. And now if white queen takes queen, knight takes queen, rook takes knight, and we activate our bishop. We give check, and after king h1 we take rook, and we see that we have one extra rook to play with. And that's actually a solution for this puzzle. So what we found out, so we calculated pieces, we understood that we need to either mate white king or win a material. Then we noticed that we don't have enough pieces to mate king, so we started looking for winning material. We checked for weaknesses and potential weaknesses. We noticed that there was only one piece, white piece, that was attacked at the moment, and we checked what defenses, what are the white pieces that protect this figure. And I mean, we found out that this white on d4 is weak, then the only defender is queen on d2, and we looked for pieces that can either attack white queen on d2 and force it to move from d diagonal, or pieces that may create additional attacks on the knight on d4. And in that way, we activated these pieces. We also, doing this, we noticed that there is a pin. And then, in the end, we used all this knowledge, all these pieces, all these pins. We used all of them to create a combination to win this piece. So that's actually it. I hope you found it useful. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will make more videos like this if you liked it. Please don't forget to leave your comments below. Thank you.